Okay, so that is the big lap of Australia completed.
I can't believe it's over.
Yeah, we did it.
We did
Well
it.
done.
It went so fast.
Yeah, it went very, very fast. That's it. The big lap has been complete.
Done. Tick.
We're back on the Central Coast now, which is in New South Wales, just above Sydney. And yeah, we thought we'd give a bit of an update because
There's a lot to cover.
there's a lot to cover. It ended pretty, what's the word?
Not so glorious.
Yeah. So in Brisbane, we actually both got quite ill. I picked up, I think it was norovirus, which is like food poisoning. And yeah, I lost a lot of, I guess, body fluids.
Yes.
And yeah, I ended up having to go to hospital. I also had the flu as well.
And then I got a chest infection.
Yeah.
You can kind of hear it in my voice still. It's not 100%, but we both were on antibiotics, so...
I ended up having to go to hospital. I had an IV drip, antibiotics. We were doing this while traveling as well, so that was really hard.
Yeah.
We spent most days just in a motel. Well, actually,
It was a whole week of motels.
Motels.
Stays, just trying to get better because we were coming back to my mum and dad's, so we didn't want to infect everyone.
Yeah.
So we needed to recover because we also had such a long distance to still drive from Brisbane down to the Central Coast, so... That was fun.
So it wasn't the most glamorous of endings to a trip.
And then I think because of that, we didn't really have a chance for it to actually sink in that it was over. And then when we got back, it was like we were still recovering for a few days, about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, it's over.
It's over. That's it. We no longer live in a Tommy camper.
We no longer live on the road.
We now are staying at Rachel's mum and dad's.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
With the plans to get back to Sydney soon, so...
Yeah, I thought record a video just to show, just give an update, what we're thinking of doing next. But yeah, I guess first of all, the number one question we've been asked since we got back was favourite place in Australia.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you're watching this video, you might want to know that as well.
Yeah.
What's yours, Rach?
I want to say, like, my initial instinct is to say, like, just WA in general, just because it was so incredible. But honestly, there was just one place in Australia that spoke to me more than anywhere else, and it was the Yorke Peninsula in South Australia.
Very cool.
I will never get over that area, and it's one place, like, if I was to go, okay, where would you want to go back to straight away? It is the Yorke Peninsula.
Yeah, it's a very cool place. And I remember we just got the Tommy as well. And then that was the first trip. I mean, we were on our lap, but we just got the Tommy. So we had the ultimate freedom vehicle and set up.
And we just had the best
we had
weather.
a very good time. We swam with dolphins.
It was just incredible.
Very cool.
And I think because WA is so far from where we are, like it is a bit, like you don't just drive to WA, like it's a massive trip. Whereas you could fly to Adelaide quite simply, rent a car and go to the Yorke Peninsula for, a week or so. It's a much more simple trip out there, which is just one bonus, but just the whole vibe of that peninsula, I loved it.
Yeah, it's cool.
What was yours?
I would say, that's definitely up there. Then Exmouth, got to be like the Ningaloo and the Gibb River Road and Karanjini. That whole part of WA.
Now that you've said that.
Yeah, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
I mean, swimming with turtles every day on the Ningaloo Reef, it doesn't really get much better than that.
that was awesome. So WA is probably my favourite state. Also really enjoy Queensland.
Love Queensland as
Like
well.
tropical North Queensland.
It's so hard to pick a favourite. They're all, like, it was just incredible.
Yeah. If you're thinking about doing your lap, I would just do it.
Oh, this is your sign just to do it. Oh my God, just do it.
It's not every day is easy, or like you're not seeing waterfalls and beaches every day, but it's definitely worth it in the end, hey?
Yeah, like we had a lot of tough days, but like I don't even think of that at all when I look back now. I'm like just thinking of all these incredible things that we did.
Yeah.
It just goes by like that as well. You just have to enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it every minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our touring days done for the time being.
Oh my God.
So next steps or the plans, we're both going to carry on working on our businesses, so creating content online, and then I'm probably going to look for a job as well in Sydney, and we're also looking for an apartment in Sydney as well. So Sydney's really calling us.
Yeah.
We've travelled around the whole of Australia, but honestly, I think the best city in Australia, if not the world, is Sydney.
Yeah.
We just absolutely love it.
And there's people who will argue with that and say that it's too built up and yada, 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 but
we love it.
We loved it, and we're so we were living previously in Rose Bay, which is just on the cusp of the east. It's an 8-minute ferry ride into the city, but then you have the most beautiful beaches of Australia. So, well, some of the most beautiful beaches in Australia.
It's very cool.
Just loved it.
So, we've got a few challenges coming up.
Yeah.
So we obviously not having a steady income and stuff like that, but it'll be part of the fun. So yeah, we'll be settling back into a normal kind of routine.
And having
this
this
is Bob.
little one with us
Do you want
again.
to help Bob up?
Oh, she's so comfy. Come on, darling. Oh.
So if you haven't met Bob before, this is Bob.
I actually don't know how we did
Yeah.
9 months without her. We've got back and never again, never, ever, ever leaving her again.
Bob's got her own Instagram,
Yeah.
so we'll link that below.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Bob.
That's Bob.
So Bob's going to be
Bob's our
featuring a lot
baby.
more.
Yep.
On this channel, there will be, because we've learned so much knowledge from traveling, I'm going to create a lot of like how-to videos and top places to visit in Australia, those kind of videos. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll carry on with weekly videos. And yeah, also some more reviews as well of stuff I've used and really enjoy. So yeah, some exciting things to come, eh, Bob?
Very exciting.
But yeah, just thought we'd jump on, create a quick video just to wrap up the Big Lap. Also, massive thank you to anyone who's watched all the videos.
It's been a ride.
It's been pretty wild. I think there's a couple of people who've been there from the start. So thanks to our families for commenting as well.
Yeah.
So
They're the OGs.
yeah, so no, really appreciate it. We'll see you in a future video. I'm actually flying to France in about 2 hours.
City never sleeps.
Yeah, so
Go,
I'm
go.
flying back to Europe to visit family. So yeah, might create some videos over there as well.
Me and Bob will be here.
And Bob and Rach will be here.
And it's time to start the adventures back in Sydney.
To start up, yeah.
Start again.
Yeah, our Tommy is up for sale, so
Yeah.
that's pretty sad.
Very sad. I'm going to get because you're not going to be here.
No.
Probably when it sells, it's going to be me.
No.
It's going to drive off, and I'm just going to be a mess watching our little home
Yeah.
drive off.
Yeah, it's going to be
You
sad.
do get very attached to the
You
little
do.
home on wheels.
Yeah, whoever gets our setup is very lucky because
Yeah.
we have loved that setup.
It's just been the best.
So it's just been unreal.
Very strange end of an era, really.
It might not be our last time in a Tommy camper, who knows?
You never know.
Tommy campers, if you're watching this, come on.
You know what to do.
Yeah, that's it really.
That's it.
That's it. Just a
What she
real,
wrote.
real quick video, just a bit of an update, and we will see you in the next video.
See you then.